Was that though? Y'all tried to get the passing game going, but eventually it just wasn't there, right?
Really only had 2 quarters to really pass the ball. The way how the wind was going. I think it was the second and third quarter, maybe second or fourth. Wherever we were going one way, we could only pass the ball that way, really. So it's one of those games. You learn from it. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Before we move on to this game, what did y'all learn from that? There is a limit to miles per hour of the wind. What did you learn from it?
I think something we kind of already knew, but you got to make the plays. Even in the midst of the weather. Competitive excellence, something we talk about, just making the play when your number's called and just doing your job. So we learned a lot from that game. You got to be able to run the ball, no matter in a situation like that where you're kind of forced to run the ball when they have 8, 7 people in the box. Still got to find a way. Receivers got to do a better job blocking on perimeter. Kind of an emphasis we had this week. So we just learned from that experience, though.
Marvin, CJ's found a way all year to help to push you guys over the hump in the second half.
Right.
It's always been through the air. Against Northwestern, he did it on the ground. Just what's it been like to watch him? I guess I wasn't saying that. What does it do for the team confidence-wise, knowing how well CJ plays himself?
Yeah, we kind of go as he goes. So, obviously he has the arm talent to make every throw too, but seeing him make plays through the ground kind of ignites the whole team. I'm sure he wants to throw the ball. Just as a receiver, you want to catch the ball too. So seeing him just put winning first, and not really himself and his stats, meant a lot to the team.
You describe the confidence you guys have, no matter what the score is in the second half, knowing he's your player.
Yeah, just halftime, he's going to gather us together, give us a little message, give us confidence to go in the second half, and perform to the best of our abilities. So just having a leader like CJ really helps the whole team go. I don't know where we'd be without him.
Marvin, when you got out there, you started feeling that wind. Did you get a sense I don't know if we're going to be throwing the ball a whole lot today?
Yeah. We kind of got the news probably Wednesday. We kind of kept track of it throughout the week and see what it might be like Saturday. And then obviously when we get out there, then you guys see the video Noah's kicking it and the ball stops midair. So kind of might be one of those games, but just got to go out there and win the game. That's what we try to focus on.
How much of that can you actually practice? 40-mile-per-hour winds trying to finish the ball?
You can't unless we have one of those days in Columbus, and we decide to practice outside. But I think even in that circumstances, we probably practice inside just for the wind. So you can't really practice that. You just got to do the best of your abilities to make the plays.
Give us an example of how bizarre it was. Give one example of the ball moving or something.
Yeah, I think we're running a deep ball. I think we call it 2 deep shots in the second quarter. The ball looks like it's going right to you, and then it just takes off 15 more yards. And, you can't really do nothing about it. But it's just one of those games, though. Like I said.
Was it harder to catch the ball with the wind taking it at you, or with it throwing into the wind? Because it looked like all the drops that happened on Saturday were with the wind. So I'm curious.
Yeah, I think sometimes the ball can move a little bit left and right too. Kind of throws your eyesight off, hand-eye coordination. So I don't know, let's say which side was harder, but
I wasn't sure if it speeds up on you when you're not expecting it to, or if that's easier than if it slows down.
Definitely anything coming faster and moving left to right is probably harder to catch.
Do you have anything close to that you could maybe leaned on as experience going into that game?
No, I haven't played in any wins like that before.
When you look at your stats at some point, are you this is what I expected? Or is this wow, look at my stats right now? Because your stats kind of jump off the page right now.
I don't really know. I'm just kind of taking it one game at a time. I don't know what my stats were last week. So, just trying to go out there, make plays for my teammates, go out there, have fun, win the game.
So coming into the year, obviously the team goals are
right.
Did you set personal goals as far as touchdowns, receptions, or anything?
No, I didn't really have any expectations going into the season. I just wanted to get better as a player, and whatever stats were at the end of the season, that's what they would be. And then the off season, just get better for next year. So I don't really have any statistical goals.
Tim was asking you, you were talking about the wind, and have you experienced it like that? Did your dad ever say, yeah, I remember playing in weather like that in the NFL? Did he reach out to you? And say anything
No.
I remember something like that. Or?
Nah, he didn't really talk about it. I don't think he knew what the weather would be Saturday. Unless he did, he just didn't tell me. I asked Coach Hart, just having a conversation. He said like playing in New England, I was like that. Miami, they had a lot of rain, so I mean it's just hearing different experiences. Always cool, but and we'll definitely gonna remember that game.
Marvin, how do you get better from here? Like you said your goal is to take this year and get better in next year. What have you seen from yourself this season that you're like, okay, that's an area I need to take a next step?
I mean, obviously everything. You still got to catch the ball, get open, and catch the ball. And one thing I'm kind of conscious about now is just making something happen after the catch. Kind of working on that, as the season goes on. But yeah, just everything. Perimeter blocking too. Just being effective in the run game and in the pass game. Doing everything I can to help the team win. So it's kind of what my mindset is.
I know you were super confident in yourself even back in high school, even if people were sort of sleeping on you a little bit. But has this surprised you how, I don't want to say easy it's been, but just how quickly you've been able to move your way into this stratosphere? I know you work super hard.
Yeah. I kind of think you have to be grateful. For all that you accomplished. You kind of look back on it and really just be proud of yourself for putting in the work. And I couldn't tell you I would have did what I've done up to this point in the season. Just being thankful and grateful for what you've accomplished.
Do you see other guys, like every week we see you on Tuesdays out here first, right? It seems the last couple weeks there's been more and more guys joining you.
Yeah.
You're not a vocal guy. You don't lead with your voice.
No, that's not me.
You're more comfortable now, I think, than you've ever been. But
right, yeah.
Do you feel like people are seeing that work and being like, hey, if he's doing this, I have to do it too?
I wouldn't say look at me like, all right, I got to do this too, but I think we all just want to get better. They might see the success that I have. Like, okay, maybe if I do this too, maybe I will get some more success. Just putting the work in, a lot of extra things that, aren't really required by you from the coaches and things like that. I think it's going to take you a long way. So I'm definitely all open to more receivers coming out there. I think we had some DBs out there at one point, some tight ends. So we're just all trying to get better, focus on one goal.
Are you inviting people out there? Or is it just kind of like, I'm out here every Tuesday. Just come if you want.
Yeah, I think they kind of know my schedule just as much as I know my schedule. So they see me out here, at a certain time. Like, all right, I know Marvin's gonna be out there. Let me just join him. We got the big window right there, so if you're up there eating, you see me on the field. So I'm just definitely welcome to whoever wants to get better.
Is there a different goal every week of what you're trying to accomplish out here? Sunday Night Machine does everything under the sun.
Do more than what you did last week. That's the goal.
Mecca is this close to breaking for a touchdown as far as a punt return or kick return. They haven't had one since 2014.
Right.
Yeah, he did have one this year.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I thought back up.
Like he's so close. What are you seeing out of Mecca as a punt return and kick return?
I think that's probably one of the best parts of his game. Obviously he can run routes and catch the football too, but what he can do with the ball in his hands really separates him. So I think he's a perfect person to be back there on punt return, kick return. I definitely think he has the ability to take anyone back for any opportunity. So I'm excited. I love seeing him, watching him back there, make some plays, make people miss. So I'm very proud of him.
How much you guys watching Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson? I mean, they're first round picks, so they already won.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
they're like two of the best rookies in the NFL.
I think they'll tell you, being a first round pick, that's not end all be all. You got to go out there and perform in the league, and I think that's what they're doing. Garrett's won some rookie of the week awards. Chris is probably maybe leading for rookie of the year. So I'm super proud of them. Seeing all the work they put in last year, and I love the situation that they're in, and they're going to keep thriving.
Marvin, is there something to last week? You made some catches in some incredible circumstances, with the ability to not only follow the football in the air,
right,
navigate it, get your hands on it, but then you have strength in your hands to bring it in and then keep it away from defenders.
Yeah.
There's some skill set there. Is that maybe one of the games of which you're most proud because of all of the other things you were trying to take into effect to just do your job?
Yeah, I think that's, like you said, just do your job at the end of the day. My job is to get open and catch the football. So I'm glad I could do that for the team last week and help us win the game. So, I think definitely for the circumstances, one of those games I'm going to remember, being able to go out there and still execute at a high level with the weather. So I'm proud of myself for that.
Hey, Marvin, going
Last
back
two
to
questions.
Going back to Penn State.
Yep.
There are times, third and long,
I mean, they're playing off coverage on you, and it's pretty easy slant completion between you and CJ. You ever get surprised when people are playing off coverage on you on 3rd and long? And then, 2, can you and CJ work on, like, can you make a quick adjustment on, hey, I want you to take a couple more steps, or on the timing of that?
Yeah, just on the sidelines, we're talking constantly. Coach Day, Coach Hartline, just what we see out there. Being able to put ourselves in best position to convert on those 3rd and 4th downs. As far as off coverage, I mean, I like press coverage more, honestly. So them playing off, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we just got to convert on those downs. So.
Jacob, final question.
Ryan's talking a lot about competitive stamina all season. Now being November and CFP rankings coming out.
Yep.
Big game at the end of the month, but you still got to focus on your opponent.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you guys rely on that competitive stamina motto that seems so prevalent this season? What does it mean to you as a coach?
I mean, like you said, we can't lose any upcoming games. We can't look too forward to the game at the end of the month. So each day, just try to take it day by day, get better. Obviously, a lot to work on. We have success in the wins, things like that. There's still always issues there. So, like I said, just getting better and taking it one game at a time now.
Do you feel like the competitive stamina aspect this season maybe more re-emphasized than the last season? It feels that way.
I think it's always been there. Obviously, we're kind of at a different point this year than we were last year. We had the loss in Oregon, so that's kind of a different perspective now. So we know we can't afford to lose any games. Like you said, college football rankings come out, and we're just trying to put ourselves in best position to compete for national championship.
Great, Marvin. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Marvin.
6'4", Marvin Harrison.